called us from the bathroom in the studio, letting us know that Dre had just gave him a copy of this record on CD, and he was gonna next day it out to us the following morning or whatever. So, dog, Stat the next morning, Stat sent that CD out. Zeke got it, and then Zeke sent me a copy, and I was supposed to go out there with Stat, but some shit had Jade off. They went to the Mix Show Power Summit that year, and they took that Dre record and put a mixtape together with the record on there, and started some shit. And word got back to Dre, and Dre got pissed, sent Stat home because Dre ended up putting Stat up in an apartment or whatever. But he sent Stat home back to Atlanta, so all that shit went to hell. And
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm missing something. So Drake gave Stat a song, and he cut the song, and Drake got mad because he released the song. Is that what happened?
yes,
Oh, okay.
he was. You know that wasn't a thing back then.
Right. No, hell no. Like,
Yeah, that wasn't cool back then. You know what I'm saying? But it was smart on Stat's behalf because they went. Stat and Zeke went down to the Mix Show Power Summit. It was in Puerto Rico that year. They had a gang of mixtapes. They passed them out. Dog, before the Mix Show, it was a 3-day event. Before the event was over with, word had spread like wildfire about Stat having this record with Dr. Dre on his mixtape. You know what I mean? So
mm,
when Stat got back to Cali, Dre was pissed. Dre sent them back to Atlanta. So that canceled the whole trip to Cali. I was supposed to go out there then. This was probably like June, maybe June, July, something like that. No, matter of fact, I'm lying. It was August or September. It was one of them. Either way, Stat hit me and he was like, yo, what's up? I'm like, I talked to Zeke, man. Zeke told me everything that happened, man. He told me, he was like, nah, he like, I redirected your ticket. You're gonna come down here to Atlanta. So matter of fact, that was October. Um, he took me with him. And then from there, that was like the first week of November, bro. We ended up spending Thanksgiving out there. Um, bro, we met Game. And matter of fact, I think we met Game at Larrabee Studios. He had just got back from New York, cutting the record with Jim Jones called Certified Gangsters. He had just got back. He played it for us. He didn't even put it out yet. He played it for us and everything. This was before 50 even came in and all of that. And yeah, that's how I ended up in the studio with Dre, bro. And then we end up going out there on and off every year. Shit. For me, up until like 2005. I
I
want
want
to
to
say
say
'05
'05.
was probably my last year going out there, being in the studio with him and Stat.
Okay, '05.
Yep.
Is that because I was talking to my friend, and I was asking, we were talking about Stat Quo, and he had told me some information I had actually never heard. So I wanted to verify with you. Was there like a point in time where Stat got into it with like Aftermath or or Eminem or something?
Mm, nah, nah. That's a strong phrase to use as far as get into it. No, I wasn't into it.
Oh well,
No, I
no,
wasn't.
no, no, not. Oh well, my apologies. You're right. I didn't mean it that way. I meant it more so. Well, the information that I received was just like Stat Quo was on his way, was doing his thing, and then somehow something happened between them and Aftermath, and people was like, after that Stat Quo, they didn't know what happened after that. Like he was supposed to come out. I think somebody said something about Statlanta.
He put it out independently, but not with none of the Dre stuff or any of that. Now he put it out independently, but like years later, after all of the whole Dre Aftermath thing or whatever, I think it's one of them situations to where like it had been a gang of artists signed over there Aftermath that ain't seen the light of that never saw the light of day for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how Dre works. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dre ain't in no rush. And I honestly, I try to tell Stat that. I try to tell Stat that I'm like, because the thing for me when we got out there in 2005, because he would fly us out every year to work, and we would be out there for about a month and some change just working or whatever. So 2005, I want to say it was. We get out there, and we out there for a week before we even get up in the studio with him. So they finally carried us. The lady that was doing the admin at Aftermath at the time, she finally hit us with like, Dre want to meet y'all at Record One on Monday or whatever day it was or whatever. And so, we go up there to meet him and shit. And I told her, I'm like, bro, if this dude don't give you no release date, I'm out, man. I can't, I can't stay out here, bro. I can't keep coming out because I'm not doing nothing. I'm out here because I'm out here on your merit. I'm not signed to Shady Aftermath, nigga. I'm, what I'm saying, I'm out here with you. I got to go get my thing going. So, we go meet up with him, and he was like, yeah, man, I just wanted to make sure y'all got out here all good. Make sure y'all set up or whatnot, man. We gonna start work on whatever day he said he gonna start. I looked over at that. I was like, dog, and I left. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with everything. You know what I'm saying? And I think Stat might have felt the way about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a grown man, bro. I can't be out here on somebody's coattail. The whole being in the studio with Dre, all that stuff is dope. I learned some shit, heard some dope shit. All types of good stuff. But it get to a point to where you got to go do your thing as a grown man. You got to go figure your shit out. And that's what I had to do. I had to go figure my shit out. Shortly after that, the pub deal came. You know what I'm saying? Start getting placements. Yeah, start getting placements, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no hard feelings on my side. It's just something I had to go do. But as far as him getting into it with yeah, nah, I don't think it was that. I just think it kind of just, you know, he realized that the album wasn't coming out no time soon, and he went to go do his own thing. But even after that, like Stat still like wrote for them and everything. He was still going over there writing, you know what I'm saying, helping out, you know what I'm saying, with Game during that time and all of that stuff. So, the relationship has always been there, even through that. So yeah, they maintain the relationship. Everybody cool.
Oh, well, that's what's up. That's what's up. And like I say, man, I that was just something I heard just talking to my peoples about, you and Stat and how you used to work with him and how you guys were, doing a lot with, Dre and Aftermath and stuff like that. So, no, I appreciate, that information and explanation because you didn't have to give it to me. So I definitely
Yeah, no,
appreciate that.
no, for sure.
Now, since we're on topic, during the interview that you had, you said that the music industry can be like a tyrannical government. Can you explain that a little bit more for me?
I mean, dog, to be honest with you, the entertainment industry as a whole is a microcosm of the United States. Now, I'm going to say this. How did this place get founded? To say it in a nice way, savagery.
Right.
That's the entertainment business, bro. It's savagery. It's pure savagery, bro. Like, you really got to have them people in your corner to make sure you stay on the right side of the savagery.
Mm.
Basically, to make sure you're not a victim.
Right.
Because they play dirty, bro. They play dirty. And when it comes down to, they play dirty against the creators like artists, producers, and writers because they know in most cases cats ain't got no bread and they can't afford to go to court
And fight.
and fight. You talking about 20 racks off the bat out of your pocket. Hopefully you get that back if you win it. If you got it, hopefully you get that back by making them, in the settlement, hey, they pay for my attorney fees, da da da, and all this stuff. But yeah, bro, it costs money. It costs money to go to war.
Yeah.
Any war, guns, paper, whatever. It costs money.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
expensive.
So you just got to have some folks on your team that really know what they're doing. They really know how to get in them email threads and, you know what I mean, whip motherfuckers into shape. Excuse my French. Um,
You good. And then, like you
okay,
say,
yeah.
having that paperwork in order, man. That's a big part of it too, man. Having that paperwork in order, man.
You gotta have the paperwork in order. If you ain't got your paperwork in order, shit is going to be out of order on many levels. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what this thing is, man. We all learn in some way, shape, or form the hard way. Some harder than others. You know what I mean? But I finally got with a good attorney, got a good attorney team, and there's some savages.
You gotta have some savages on you. Gotta have
You
some
know what I'm
savages
saying?
to
So
fight the savages, okay?
yeah, when it come down to it, we fighting fire with lightning. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. For sure. All right, so I did want to ask another question about um placement opportunity. So I know we talked about like the placements with the artists, but I also heard you talk about like placements with like KFC and like things of that nature. So which place like right now, what kind of placements are you like doing or are you working on, or is it just you just as a producer you just keep sending out music?
Just grinding and just looking for other opportunities, not trying to create them myself. You know what I'm saying? The whole KFC thing that actually came through a friend of mine's that ended up starting a marketing company.
Mm.
So he got all these accounts from all these corporations. I mean, from Toyota to KFC. At one point, he had Papa John's.
Sheesh. And you was making jingles for all of them?
I did some stuff for Papa John's and KFC. I didn't do anything for Toyota. I also did something for Swisher
Oh wow.
as well. You know what I'm saying? That was like probably like my first ad. No, it was my first ad placement.
Oh wow. And how are
And
those
that
ad
dope,
placements for you?
huh?
How are those ad placements for you like compared to, a radio placement?
Um, Depending on the ad, depending on the sync and all that stuff, it could definitely be way better because with a record, it takes time for that record to perform, stream, spin on the radio to accumulate the revenue. To whereas with the ad placements, they're breaking that change off up front. Like I
Mm.
want to say the best one was the was a Papa John's ad, and I don't even know if it came out, but they paid. Um, they gave me some Shaq vocals. It was something I did with the Shaq vocals and the beat that I made and all that.
Oh wow.
30 bands, bro.
Oh wow. And
Yeah,
don't you get the ASCAP or the BMI on the back end every time it's played on TV?
only if you get a hold of the Q sheet, and that's hard to get.
Oh, getting that Q
It's
sheet.
hard.
Because the Q
Sometimes it's
sheet you
hard
got
to
to
get
submit
folks.
to your PRO, right?
Yeah, yeah. You submit the Q sheet to the PRO, so then they go in and do all that work. So then, yeah, if you get the Q sheet to them, yeah, they can go back and collect all of that.
Are you saying Q sheets are hard to get?
Yeah, sometimes depending on who you're dealing with, they hard
Oh,
to get.
okay.
You
That's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Because if they know better, they don't be trying to come off the Q sheet.
Right. Right. Like you say, savages. Like you say,
Yeah.
savages. Savages. So, man, honestly, when it comes to the placements, that's really where, because I have an artist services company, so I actually help artists, independent artists in the city with creating content, music videos, music production, stuff like that. So with that also being said, is that I also been wanting to get into the placements. So there's places like broadjam.com, musicxray.com. It's a few other websites that say that they can, get you sync placements and licensing. Have you ever had to, and of course these you got to pay. So have you ever had to pay up front for any opportunities that you received for your
No,
production? No.
no, bro. That's a hustle that came out of whatever it came out of, bro. It's definitely a hustle. I ain't knocking it, but yeah, no, none of my opportunities I had to pay any kind of upfront money for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. See, that's good to know because now that lets artists know that because you got people out here scamming, they sending out fake contracts talking about you pay this amount of money and I'm gonna get you signed and I'm gonna get you this and I'm gonna get you that, and it's like that's not how the game go. But individuals still get caught up because if you don't know, then what I'm saying you just don't know. So
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, the wolves is out there, bro. They out there. They out there to get you. They waiting. They waiting. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, no. I've never paid for any placement, whether it be on an artist or a sync, with a movie or an ad campaign. Like I've never paid any money for any of that stuff. They they pay me the money. You know what I'm saying?
right. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, man. But like you said, they out here scamming, man. This has become with streaming now and things of that nature, man. Everybody is trying to, everybody wants to, become famous overnight, not understanding that even the people who become famous overnight, that it still took them 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It might have been one day that, one check that changed my life, but I put 20, 25 years in this game. So, yeah, this is payoff from them 20, 25 years. There's nothing overnight about it. Um,
Yeah.
so, so yeah, I respect that. So right now, so I know, I think the last song you had, I think you said you just came out with a song with the artist, young lady. I think you said back in October. I forgot what her name was. Do you remember what track that was you were talking about?
You said in October?
Well, you know what? My bad. That interview I listened to was 2 years old. So
Oh,
so
okay.
that'd have been October 2023 that this
That
song
was probably Mars.
sort of came out. Bars. Are you
Yeah, her
working with
name Mars.
Are you working with any other any Are you working with any artists right now, independent or in the industry?
Right now, no, not in particularly. I ain't gonna lie. As of lately, I've been focused on my little. I got a hat and jacket line too.
Okay, is that the Twisted Caps?
Yeah,
Okay, that the Twisted Caps. That's fire, bro. I seen that.
I
That's those are
appreciate it.
that's exclusive.
No, I appreciate it, man. So I really been focused on that, but I'm still. And also, I got a couple cartoons I'm developing at right now at the moment or whatever. So I've been focusing on getting all that stuff together. I mean, I'm still making beats, but I just ain't been pursuing any kind of placements. I'm trying to get this stuff together or whatever. I'm trying to create an ecosystem, man, to where I'm the placement.
Right. No, for sure, man, for sure. And that sounds dope, man. I actually did a animated music video where I drew everything and animated. Cause like I say, man, that's what I went to school for too, art. So I'm still, into art as well. Um, CST, my dude, Days One, down on 40th and St. Clair. You know what I'm saying? Red
Yeah, he
Line
got one of the
Tattoos.
jackets.
Huh?
He got one of the jackets.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's my people's, man. Red Line Tattoo. Shout out to Red Line Tattoos. But yeah, bro. Once again, man. You've accomplished a lot, man. And to be from the city, man, I really definitely want to shout you out and make sure that everybody, knows to check you out, check out your music. Are you willing to work with some artists in the city? I mean, I know you got Twisted Caps going on and stuff like that, but if you seen some opportunities to maybe work with somebody or do something on the beat side, on the production side, is that something that you're open to doing right now?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I got like my man Drastic or whatever. Me and him do a lot of work. He's in the
Okay,
city.
drastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He's in the city or whatever. And I've done me and my homegirl Nefertiti. We
Oh,
got a lot of
Nefertiti. I know Nefertiti. Yeah, for sure.
yep. We got joints together, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah, no, all day.
Well, I'm definitely going. Is there a place that do you have like a beat website, or do we just need to read? Do I just need to reach out to you and chop it with you, and we can make something happen?
Yeah, just hit me up. I ain't got no website with the beats and nothing on it or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That just it's just a connect type of thing, and we figure it out.
Okay, man. And one last thing, man. So, because I'm telling you, man, one thing that I've been really, really on lately is just getting those placements, those music placements. Because I feel like, everybody gets so caught up on getting these streams and streaming and trying to be, and I think a lot of it comes from just people wanting to be, fame, they want the fame. And my
Yeah,
mentality is like, I want to get back here and start getting some placements in some of these, commercials, movies, because music is everywhere, man. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. So instead of just trying to focus on streaming, I'm trying to focus on, also getting the placement. So with that being said, is there any advice that you could give, me and any producers who are trying to focus on getting placements? Like if we're going to try to get a placement, what should be the first thing that we're doing besides paperwork? Because my paperwork is in order. Your paper,